If you're getting ready for your unforgettable cruise to Alaska, this video is your ultimate packing guide. From cozy layers and rain gear, cruise essentials, to toiletries, and even what to pack in your Embarkation Day bag, I've got you covered. I'll walk you through everything that you need to pack so you're warm, dry, and totally prepared for anything the last frontier throws your way. Let's get packing. Alaska weather is unpredictable. It could be cold in the morning, it could be raining at lunch, and you could want shorts on in the afternoon. So you have to have the right strategy of what to pack, and the strategy is to pack with layers. Let's go through, starting at the bottom, going all the way to the top. So on the bottom, what you're gonna wanna wear. You're gonna wanna wear some kind of pants that are on the warmer side. I personally am gonna wear jeans most of the time. I'm gonna wear a pair of jeans. Pretty much this is the outfit I'm gonna wear as we fly up on Thursday to go to Seattle. Then I'm gonna have a couple more pairs of jeans, and I'll have a pair of pants that can kind of double do. These pants will double do as day wear, but they'll also dress up for a night outfit. And we'll talk about what we're gonna wear in the evening in just a second. Now for Noah. Noah's gonna bring a pair of jeans and another pair of pants that could work for day or evening. We're not bringing that many pairs of pants because we plan on re-wearing them. Your clothes do not get that dirty because it's not hot when you're up there. Moving up to the base layer. For the base layer for Noah, we've got a couple short sleeve shirts, and then we plan on buying shirts when we're up there, so those he'll be able to wear. So we're not gonna pack so much because that way there'll be room in the bag for what he buys. Then also just 2 long sleeve t-shirts to keep him warm. For me, I'm also gonna bring a couple short sleeve base layers, and then I'm gonna bring 4 long sleeve because I'm not buying anything up there and I tend to get colder than Noah does. Let's move on to some cozy layers. I'm gonna bring like a zip up warmer jacket and a couple flannels. You know, last year I only brought 1 flannel, and I did find that I was kind of wishing I had more variety in what I would wear. For Noah, we're gonna bring a flannel and just a pullover warmer. What is this, a sweater? Okay. Now that we have that cozy layer, let's get on to more things to keep us warm when we're out and about. So I have a puffer jacket for me to keep me warm. For Noah, I have a jacket that can work both as, it's gonna be a warmth layer and it's also rain resistant. And then I have a rain resistant jacket. Both of these have hoods. So I'm gonna talk in just a second about what you can do as a nice tip to keep the rain off your face. Our first time to Alaska a couple years ago, it really wasn't rainy. Last year, when we looked at the weather forecast, we knew it was gonna rain. So I added something to our list, which was ponchos. This year, it's gonna be rainy again because we're going in May. So we are gonna have ponchos again, and I'm adding another layer for the rain, and that is rain pants to go over our pants. It was so rainy. We got back to the cabin last year and our pants were soaked. So I purchased a couple rain pants for us just to make sure that we're more comfortable when we're out on the excursions. When you sail to Alaska, it's very casual. So what you wear in the day, you can wear at night. Most cruise lines have 2 formal nights. Celebrity calls it a chic night. If you're on NCL, they don't have that kind of night. So if you want to dress up, go ahead, but there's no expectation. We're going on a celebrity cruise. So there is a chic night and we wanted to be ready. So for the one chic night, I'm gonna wear the pants, just with a nice black top. And the other chic night, I just have a black dress. For Noah, he's gonna wear just a pair of khakis with just a nice shirt. All those clothes are gonna go in packing cubes. I've already packaged up my underwear, my socks, my pajamas, and I packaged an eye mask. I always wear an eye mask anyway, but if you're in a balcony cabin and you're in Alaska, you might wanna pack an eye mask because it is light until 10 or 11 o'clock at night, depending upon what month you go to Alaska. Some people will also want to go swimming or in the hot tub or in the sauna when they're on the cruise. Not me and Noah, so those are not coming along with us, but they might come along with you. In addition to those clothes that are going to go on hangers, I have a pair of sweats for Noah to lounge when you're on the ship or around the cabin. And then as far as, oh, and then I also bought for me a pair of leggings. I figure if it's cold, it's not supposed to be that cold, but if I'm feeling like I'm going to be cold, I'm going to put on just a pair of leggings underneath my pants during the day. Then as far as hats and to keep your head warm, I've got a beanie and I've got this one. I may not bring both. We'll see how much space I have. This is also warm. So this one has a brim on it. And the reason why I got this one this year is because here's your trick. You put on your hat with a brim and then you put your rain jacket on, and then you just take that hood, and when you put the hood on, the brim of the hat keeps the rain out of your face. I'm also bringing a baseball cap for Noah for the same trick. Then I have a couple pairs of gloves for me. These are not as warm. These are warmer, but I figure I'll just have both. Again, I may end up only bringing these. I haven't decided yet. And then for Noah, I also have a pair of gloves. I'm also bringing Noah's favorite beanie. And then this is a great idea to bring. It's just a warm scarf. So it'll work to keep you warm at night if you're going out on the deck, or you can bring it during the day and use it as a scarf to keep you warm. So I think this is a nice accessory. What about footwear? Footwear for me. These shoes, I'm basically bringing 2 leather pairs of sneakers. These ones are nicer to be on the ship, and these are the ones I'm gonna wear when we're out and about. This is a great hack for your shoes. You can put them in a shoe bag, but they just take up a lot of room. You're not able to tuck them anywhere you want. So when you go to the Dollar Tree, you can get some shower caps to put on your shoes to keep your shoes away from your clothes. You know, it kind of helps too if you pack in packing cubes. Your clothes aren't gonna touch your shoes, but I still like doing this. And then for the evening wear, look how cute these shoes are. They can go with everything. Now, for Noah, these are what he's gonna wear on the plane. So I'm wearing these ones on the plane because they weigh a little bit more. And then for going out in the towns, these are waterproof shoes. So that'll work out well for him. And then he has the shoes for the evening. On every cruise that I've gone on so far, I've used this toiletry bag. It's very nice because it has a hanger and it holds a lot of stuff. But that's part of the problem. It holds a lot of stuff. And it takes up a lot of space in your luggage, and it weighs a ton when it's filled up. So this time, I have instead gotten a smaller toiletry bag. It's still heavy, but it's smaller. And then I put other items in smaller things. This way, I figure I'll be able to tuck those into those little crevices when I pack. So I'm not trying to shove this huge thing into its own spot. Let's start with what toiletries I'm bringing. I'm gonna bring a mirror. It's not a toiletry, but it's in here. And then I promise, remember, the ultimate guide, you're getting everything. I have a razor. On the razor, look at this ingenious clip. Everything in here, I'm gonna put a link in the description below. Eye drops, I love these little eye drops because I have dry eyes. I just took this shower cap from a hotel that I was at. I'm bringing that. I like to use eye masks in the morning. So I brought my eye masks for the morning. It gets sunny in Alaska, so I have sunscreen, especially if you're going like on a glacier, that reflecting sun. Then, what else do I have in here? There are mosquitoes in Alaska, so I'm bringing insect repellent. That's a good idea. You know, we've gone twice and we haven't needed it, but it only takes once, and you're like, what the heck? So this will actually go in my day bag when I go into the different towns. And then what else do I have? This is like a, for your dry mouth. I get dry mouth at night. Hairspray, a little hairspray. These containers I just got at the Dollar Tree. So these are great. I used to use a bigger container and they just took up too much space. These are actually salad dressing, but look how easy it is to fill them up. And they're like half the size of what I was using before. And we're gonna talk about labels in a little bit and how I use a label maker to label everything like this so that I know what's in it. And then this is another genius hack. These just cover up your container so nothing spills. So I have shampoo, I have conditioner, I have body wash. Most cruise lines have shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. I like my conditioner, shampoo, and body wash, so I bring my own. Okay, let's see what's on the other side. Eye makeup remover. This is just like a spray that I like. That's just refreshing, and I use it before I put my makeup on. This is night cream. So I just took my night cream out of that fancy container and put it in this. Then we have an electric toothbrush. These are another genius hack. So, you know, when you're there, I don't know, I just don't like leaving my toothbrush hanging out when they're cleaning every day. So I just like to keep it in that all the time. Plus you need to get it there. Deodorant. I have sunscreen for my face. This is called Poopery. This is great. So in your cabin, you have one bathroom, and it's not most people, unless you're real fancy. So there's not a lot of space in your cabin, even if you have a suite. So you just spray this in the toilet before you go, and it helps with the smells. It works. Get it?
Yeah, it works.
More face moisturizer. Dry shampoo in just a small container, a face wash, toothpaste, tretinoin for the skin. Look how great this is. Noah just got me this. So he just got me perfume, and it came with a little atomizer. How do you say that? Atomizer. Oh, it smells so good. You want to have some chapstick. I wear contacts, so contact solution. And so when you go to your eye doctor, ask him for an extra one so you can pack it. And then this, you can snap the top off and refill it. Some Q-tips, some lotion. The cruise ship also has lotion, at least this one we're going on has lotion, but I like my own lotion. And then hair oil. And this is Downy Wrinkle Release. So this works great. So like those pants that Noah's bringing, they'll probably get wrinkled, or that shirt. So you just spray it, and then it helps get the wrinkles out. So I would spray it, and then I hang it in the bathroom when it's steamed, and it like lets the wrinkles hang out. Since I'm spreading things out, I have extra bags. This one has some feminine needs in it. It also has thank you notes. So we like to bring thank you notes for the cabin steward, for the waiter. The waiter also usually has like an assistant. So we like to give them a thank you note and a little tip at the end of the cruise. And then I have jewelry that I'm bringing. So I have jewelry that I'm bringing for nighttime. So this is I wear it every time I go on a cruise at night. It goes with those black outfits really well. I make my own jewelry, so I like to show off what I make. And then just a pink necklace will go with like this outfit. And then for earrings, I'll probably wear a pair of earrings, and then I'll just bring just a pair of earrings that will go with anything. I have a couple other necklaces too. So look at this great trick that I learned. I haven't even showed you this. So you take a straw, and these straws were a little long, but you take your necklace, right, that would normally get all tangled up, and you just feed it through the straw, and then you hook it.
Yeah, that's pretty clever.
Isn't that clever? Now it won't get tangled. Moving on from the toiletries to talking about first aid and over-the-counter medications. You can get over-the-counter medications on the ship, but they're just going to cost you a lot of money. So I just pack not that much. It doesn't take up that much space, and when you pack it in little containers like this, you'll be able to tuck them here and there in your luggage. So I'm bringing just packs with Dayquil and NyQuil. just in case somebody gets a cold or gets the flu, heaven forbid, on the cruise. Tums for your tummy, because we're eating not like we normally eat. Also, some Tylenol, pain reliever, and then like Pepto-Bismol. Again, you never know what tummy troubles you might have. Noah and I are fortunate. We haven't gotten seasick, but I think everyone should be prepared. So here's how I prepare. I bring Bonine, and you can get that on Amazon, or you can get it from the store. And then I also had my doctor prescribe these patches that you can use for motion sickness. Also for motion sickness, I bring ginger candies. So ginger helps settle your stomach. Here's another tip. If you're worried about it, on that first day, get a green apple from the buffet. Green apples help to settle your stomach. I also bring cough drops, again, just in case you get a cold or a cough. Allergy medicine, both Benadryl and Claritin. And for first aid, Band-Aids, and just a variety of like alcohol pads and like ointments that you can use if you happen to get a cut. If you have to go to the medical center for any of that stuff, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So to me, it's worth it to make a little bit of extra room in your luggage to bring these few items with you. In addition to that, I also bring some nail clippers and a nail file. Now this nail file, I'm a little worried. It's a glass nail file. I can't imagine that they would take it from TSA, but really it is kind of sharp. So I'm going to pack this in the luggage that is going to be checked. Something else that I always bring, I don't bring it because my husband is a very noisy snorer.
Hey.
I bring it because there could be people going up and down the halls late in the night. I'm generally very careful about where I choose my cabin so that I'm surrounded on 5 sides. But sometimes it doesn't work that way. Sometimes I forget and there's a connecting door, so there's noise. So having just some earplugs just assures me that I'm going to get a good night's sleep. Let's go on to hair and makeup. That takes up a lot of my suitcase. So a hairbrush. There is a blow dryer in the cabin, but it's not powerful like my Shark, so I have to bring my Shark. And then as far as these, I'm not bringing these huge containers, so I still need another round to the Dollar Tree. You can get small spray containers that I'm going to transfer these into and then label them up. And then this, you can get like small containers that have a cap, so I'm going to put that. This is just like a leave-in conditioner for when you are blow drying your hair. And then in addition to that, I often do my hair curly. And this is not something I normally bring, but I can't really live without it now. So it's going to take up a lot of space. It will be the first thing that doesn't come if it doesn't fit. Makeup, another thing I'm not leaving at home. So I put it all, look at it, it all fits in this little thing. It's called a Lay and Go. I love this. I gave it to my future daughter-in-law, my nieces, I have one. And what I like about it is, look, it's basically your makeup table is right here. So I'm not gonna go everything that's in my makeup. If that's something you'd want in a future video though, leave a comment below. Even my cruise essentials, I put into one of these packing cubes. So this is all the cruise essentials. This includes things that I would bring just to make my cabin more comfortable, and it also includes some things that I'm bringing because I'm going to Alaska. So I always bring Ziploc bags. I bring gallon size and I bring sandwich size. The sandwich size is good in case you want to pick up a snack like a cookie. They don't have these kind of cookies there, but that might be something you pack for your first day so you have a snack. Speaking of snacks, I always bring some different snacks in the snack bag to, when you go out into the town, you can buy food, but it's also a nice idea to have some snacks. And if you're going out of Vancouver, you really might want some snacks because the line is long. Tony from La Lita Loca asked Ilana from Lifewell Cruise what her #1 cruise essential. She said magnetic hooks, and I have to agree. These work great. You use them all the time. Last year, when we were in Alaska, we came back, those pants, they weren't rain pants. Those jeans were soaking wet. I just hooked these up on the wall, and that's where they dried. So that, whoa, is one cruise essential I don't sell without. I also like to have a scale that I can use to check my luggage because I'm pretty notorious for packing a bag that's about 49.5 pounds. I like having a fan. So this fan you can put by your bed. It works also, in addition to just being nice to keep the air circulating in the room, it's also a nice like white noise in the background when you're sleeping. The next thing that I think is, you know, we sailed a couple times on me. Oh, we don't need that. And then the last time we sailed, we really needed this. And that is a motion detector nightlight. So that now is just always in my bag of tricks of cruise essentials. There are a few sea days when you're in Alaska. So I like to bring some cards and then a notebook to take score of how I'm winning. If I'm not winning, then no. These are laundry detergent strips. So these, you don't have to bring the whole thing. You can just bring a couple strips. So if you end up just wanting to wash a little bit, you can just rip it and you could wash in the sink. But you could also, many cruise lines have laundry areas so you can wash a load of laundry if you don't want to pack so much. Something else you might want to bring to keep your cabin clutter-free of your laundry is a pop-up hamper. So you just throw that in your closet and you can just throw your dirty laundry in there to deal with your last day. And then I like to bring door decorations. Look how cute these are, ready for Alaska. I hope I see a moose. One thing that I do when I sail on a celebrity ship is I bring an old card, because when you walk in, you can use like a hotel card too. When you walk in, this is how you turn the lights on, the air conditioning. Well, if you're using your card, sometimes like when you go out of the cabin, you forget to take your card out of the light socket. What if you want your air conditioning to keep running even when you're not in the cabin? So I always bring an extra card. Here's some things you need just for Alaska that you can pack in with your essentials. And that includes a pair of binoculars. You want to be able to spot that wildlife. I'm bringing these hand warmers. I'm so worried about how cold it is, but we've looked, it's going to be like 50 degrees. It's not like we're going to Antarctica, but I don't know. I want to be prepared for anything, I guess. These are really good. I am definitely, and you should be too, prepared for the rain. So you put your phone in that and it keeps your phone dry. So I'm bringing that. And then last year I brought umbrellas and I was so glad I did because it rained a lot and I used it every single day. When you're cruising, cruise cabins are notorious for not having a lot of outlets. So you will want to bring a non-surge protected like multi-outlet. Most cruise lines still allow this. Royal Caribbean does not. However, there is an alternative that works. So this will work for USBs, USCs, which is what most of us are plugging in today. Our watches, our phones, our cameras, all those things. So you'll want to get one of these. One thing I always bring, because oftentimes there's no plugs by the beds, is I bring a really long USB so I can plug in my phone, and usually it'll make it all the way to the nightstand. I have two genius hacks in one. One, these twist ties work great. They're kind of thicker and stronger than just a twist tie that you would get, with an appliance. And then I also like to use label makers, like a label maker to label my cords.
Yeah, that's so good, because so many times all those cords just get stuffed into a little Ziploc bag or something that's a mess. You don't know what goes to what.
Here's the handy dandy label maker. So that night cream that I showed earlier wasn't labeled, so I put in night cream, and then you just push print, and out comes your label, and it works great. So one thing to know though, that Noah told me today, the fold is down the middle to help you to get to the sticky part. Look what this says. Hit the like button. Moving on to the things that you're going to bring on the ship with you on Embarkation Day. So I'm going to have a sling bag. My sling bag, my day pack, and both of my suitcases are going to have an air tag in them. And I like to put the air tags in one of these like holders. And then in my phone, I say black air tag, sling bag, red air tag, in my day pack, you get the idea. So that way you always know like where your luggage is. So what's in my sling bag? I bring a pair of readers for Noah.
So nice.
I bring a pair of sunglasses. You'll want to have sunglasses even when you go to Alaska because it can be bright. If you go out on a glacier and you've got the white snow, oh, it could really, really bright. I bring eye drops. I bring a power bank. This one's really great. It's called an iWalk, and it's that small, and you just put it right into your phone. I'm gonna bring my AirPods. AirPods. What else is in here? The important things, the documentation, the money. So I'm gonna bring Noah's and my passport. I'll be in charge of passports, and Noah will be in charge of driver's license, and we'll probably bring our passport cards also. Something to know, your passports can be used for international flights. Your passport cards cannot. So if you're flying internationally, you're going to need your passport book, not your passport card. But be sure to read the fine print on your cruise line or talk to your travel agent to make sure you have the right documentation. I'll also have my credit card that is on file with the ship. I like to bring a backpack for my embarkation day, and since we're going to Alaska, I bring a water-resistant one. This one actually has a waterproof pouch, so that's also really nice because when you're out and about in the town, you can put your things that you don't want to get wet in that part of your bag. I bring a pen, a Sharpie, and a highlighter, and I put it right in here. Luggage tags. So you're going to print out luggage tags. These tags go on your luggage when you get on the cruise ship, like before you hand off your luggage to the porter to go onto the ship. They don't come in these plastic things. They're just these paper ones. And so you'll want to get these plastic sleeves. All this stuff, I'm going to have links in the description below. And then you attach it to your bag. That's all that's in that pouch. Any prescription medication that you have, you'll want to bring it in the labeled container that it came in. That way, if for any reason you need to get a refill, you'll have the information with you. I'm also bringing a water bottle. I'm going to bring a bag on embarkation day that has snacks. The reason why is, again, it could take you a long time to get on the ship, so you want to be prepared. And for me, I'm just going to bring a hat. Because again, to protect me from the sun. I promised at the beginning of this video that I was going to share everything that we're packing on our cruise. And as content creators, one thing that we pack is a camera called a 360 camera. This goes all the way to 9 feet. And this is how you can get like that drone looking shot without having a drone. Another type of camera that we bring is called a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And it works great because it has like a built-in gimbal. Most of the content we make, like what Noah's filming right now, is just on our iPhone. So I have an iPhone 13 Pro, he has an iPhone 15 Pro, and they work really well. And audio is key. We use the DJI mic that works great with our phones, works great with the Osmo 3 Pocket camera. Now that you know what to pack, watch this playlist next where I cover everything you need to know to get your Alaska cruise just right. Happy sailing! Noah and I, we're not going swimming. We're not bringing it.